Alright guys, welcome to the 112% guide. We got a long one on this one. It is the Queen's Garden guide. So we're starting here at the Queen's Station and we're gonna hop back up just like we're going back to Fog Canyon. So once we get in here, we're gonna head up and we're gonna find an entrance to our left at the top. We're gonna be finding a charm. We got 2 bosses. We got 5 grubs. But yeah, once you get into this room, if you hop up here, there should be a geo deposit. I had already got it before. You will need Yzma's Tear to get through a lot of the acid here, but you just climb under this thorn bush thing, and then you can kind of see the different layout here. And this is Queen's Garden. So these guys, you got to kind of watch out. They shoot spikes everywhere, and then when they die, they'll turn into a little spike ball that can still hurt you. So you have to hit it to destroy it. And sometimes they'll shoot directly at you, and then sometimes it'll go right over your head. So kind of hard to detect when they're or where they're gonna shoot at. But you're gonna find a lot of these platforms. As soon as you step on them, they'll kind of flip backwards. But hop up those and into this room, and yeah, you'll also need the shade cloak for a lot of stuff in here. So hopefully you have that by now. I believe that was on my Watcher's Tower video if you need help finding how to get the shade cloak. Or no, that one is the Abyss video. So in this room, we can just use Yzma's Tear to swim across here. And then we're gonna head up here. Look out for the electricity. We're gonna hop up. So technically this is like Fog Canyon area, but there's still some stuff we can grab. There's a lifeblood nest. And up here, we can grab this Hallownest seal. So we can grab this treasure. It's just easy to get this stuff from Queen's Garden. And there's actually a couple places like that in this video because Queen's Garden connects to Deep Nest, Fog Canyon, I think Fungal Wastes, and Green Path. So our first thing we're going to do is get our new ability, which is in this room here. This is the Overgrown Mound. And in here we're going to find a lot of these little mosquitoes that we saw in Green Path. And once you get into this room, once you get to the top, it'll try to lock you in here. And you just have to fight a bunch of mosquitoes. They pretty much die in one hit. They're really one of the easier, like, mini boss area things. So yep, just smack them around, make quick work of them. And then that's it. You can see how fast that was. Then we got a geo deposit up top. And then we can drop down and find our new ability. Also unlock the shortcut back. Got the Howling Wraiths ability, which you can turn into the Abyss Shriek ability now. And in my Abyss video, we have passed the room to the left at the bottom of the Abyss. That is where you upgrade the ability. When you get out here, you can test it out on these guys. Then we bust this shortcut open and head back. So new ability acquired. Go ahead and open that shortcut if you want. And then we're going to be heading back to this area where we first started in Queen's Garden. Up here we can grab a rancid egg. Don't mind my random vengeful blast. And now we got these new mantis enemies, which if you have done the Coliseum of Fools, you should probably recognize them. Pretty much if you wait too long to kill them, they'll shoot these little, kind of like what the Mantis Lords did, like scythe attacks. But they are kind of easy, like if you can get in close on them, hit them 3 times real quick, then they won't be able to have time to hit you. And now we're locked in again with more of them, and kind of got to jump across and kill them. I think there's only 3, and then you're good to continue. And then we can follow the map pieces, and that will take us to a bench and where you would think Conifer is, but Conifer is not here. You actually get the map for this area back at his wife's store. Up here we can talk to these spirits, and then once you read their dialogue, you can just use the dream nail to get you a little spirit coin. This is Conifer's note telling you that the map is at the shop, which we've already acquired it at this point. And then here's a bench we can rest at. Then we're just gonna head back the way we came. This time dropping down, getting deeper into Queen's Garden. So there's a lot of like little platforming areas that are full of thorns. This area is full of these little snapper guys, fly traps. Once we hit this lever, that's gonna open that gate that was locked above. And then here's our shortcut back. Now these little flying bushes are good for kind of recharging your soul through the area, so it can stay fully healed. So down here we're gonna hit this whispering root. Then you can jump around the room and grab all those. And then when you're done, just come back this way and take the first right. We have a geo deposit to our right here. Then we can swim through this acid on this right side. These are the other mantises that are not flying, but they're really fast. If you jump over their head, you can nail spike them to death. Or you can do the old hit them and run. And this is a key item called the love key that we will be needing for some important stuff later on. Probably might be the next video. But it's going to unlock a tower where we can find the collector, a couple grubs, and I believe a map of all the grub locations. So when we drop down here, there's another geo deposit. And we can break through this hidden pathway. Pass through this room, which if you came here before killing any of the dreamers, then there would have been a moss priest here, but they have been overtaken by the infection. And now we have a path to fungal waste, which over here the floor breaks and it drops you into deep nest. So hop to the left side here. And then there's a couple things that we need to get around here once we climb back up. We're going to be getting this geo deposit, but we're going to find a charm in the fungal waste area part. So hop over the gap. There's another fake wall. This is our first grub in this area. Then we want to hop over this way. Down here you will find the Spore Shroom charm. You can hop back up to this shortcut, and then that's all we need here. The other way is just going to take you further back into the fungal wastes. So we're going to head back, and there's another area where we will be connected to Deep Nest. But for now, back to Queen's Garden. We're going to go back to the main path. So we're going to climb out where the Whispering Root stuff was. We're going to go down this way. Bottom left passage here. Lots of platforming, and these guys will try to knock you into the thorns. There's the triple nail spike on those guys' heads. Gets rid of them pretty quick. Now we have a bench sign that we're going to follow. So you can pay 150 geo to pay for this bench over here and set our spawn and rest. Gotta break the gramophone. I mean, you don't got to, but why not? So if you go down that passage that was beneath us, that's the kind of a shortcut to Deep Nest, and there's a guy called the Mask Maker you could talk to, but he's just a lore NPC. He doesn't like you don't get anything from talking to him really. So in here we're locked in a room again with a bunch of different kinds of enemies. Vengeful Blast is really good for getting rid of those spike head guys. Then once we take care of that, the door will open and we can continue to our right. Now head to your left for this geo deposit, and then behind it there is a hidden grub. This is our second grub in the video. We're gonna head through the ceiling here. We'll be able to unlock that door later. Now in this room, there's these guys that are kind of similar to the guys that we fought in the Coliseum. They just mindlessly jump around. They're not too tough. We found this really cool giant dead carcass. And then here soon we'll be able to reach a boss in the area. It's like a dream boss. Up here is a hidden passage that we can follow. And we have a grub up here, and also from up here we can see where we are actually trying to get to, which is it's like a little nest, and inside of it is this lady called the White Lady, and she's gonna give us the part that we need, one of two pieces that we need to get the Void Heart, which will unlock two of the other additional endings. So we're just gonna hop down, grab this geo deposit. Take care of some more of these guys. Now in here we've got the flying mantises. After you take care of them, just head to the right, and there's another little hidden hole here where you can recharge your soul, which is good to do because now we found a boss in this area. This is Marmu. So talk to him for a second. He's going to ask you if you want to fight. Dude is a really easy fight. It can get out of hand if you kind of lose timing though. But from every direction that he tries to hit you at, just kind of ping pong him around. And that's literally all he does the entire time. He's pretty quick, so you gotta be kind of good with hitting him. It's probably good to use the Mark of Pride and the long nail combined. It gives you like a lot more reach. But yeah, he's a pretty easy dream boss. So then you can talk to him again, and then you'll get a bunch of like soul energy. You can read the lore on his little statue, and then we're pretty much done there, so we're gonna head out. And now we have found a stag station here. We can rest at the bench. The lever will open the door to the other area that we had been at previously. Make sure you go back and actually open the station. And so at this point, if you've followed my guide, then this is the last stag station. So once you open that and then you talk to the stag, he will tell you that he found the stag nest, and it'll open a new station that he can take you to. So now we're up here where we had seen that blocked area. and you can unlock the shortcut down. It's a little tricky platforming through the thorns area. Got these annoying spike guys all through here. We're gonna take this top path first. So keep heading up at the top. And then over here we'll find a glass we can break. And we'll be right back over here after we take a little detour. So here's a whispering route again. And we're just gonna follow kind of where the orbs are. And this is the other half of the hidden path in the other side of Green Nest where the Moss Beast is. Now once you get here, just jump up and there's a vessel fragment. Pretty important. And then we're going to drop off the other end here and we find our fourth grub. And then after that we are done with our little secret path. So then you can go ahead and head back after you collect all your soul orbs or dream orbs. And now we're going to go through where that broken window was. And this is a really tricky platforming thing where you have to crystal heart blast between all these thorns. I'm probably making it look easy, but man, it's probably going to take you a couple tries. And then once you get to the top, we have our fifth grub. And then going back down, you kind of have to do the same thing. Going back down can take multiple tries too sometimes. But then we're gonna head all the way back where we came from, where we saw those spike guys. And then this time we're gonna take the left. And we're getting pretty close to the end here. Our last boss fight. So once you hop up here, there will be a couple mantises. Look out for their little jump attacks. And then yeah, once you beat them, then the Traitor Lord pops in, who has a couple of attacks. He'll mostly just dash at you if you're close to him, but once you get further away, he'll start shooting those little scythes at you. And then he also does the jump slam. It's pretty easy to just jump on his head though. And then he does that little blast attack where you have to shade cloak through it in order to dodge it, otherwise it will hit you. And then a cool fact about this guy is that if you remember, or if you go and look at the Mantis Lords thrones, there's 3 of them sitting on the thrones, but there's a 4th throne that is like broken, and apparently this guy was the 4th Mantis Lord, but he let the corruption get to him, and that's why he's bigger than them. But yeah, once we take care of him, we can head out to our left here. And now we're gonna find that giant nest that we were looking for. So we can just head on in there. I was trying to check all the crevices, because usually in places like this there's like hidden walls, but yeah, there's nothing in here except the white lady. And here she is, so talk to her. And then after her dialogue, she will give you the white fragment. And so now we have half of what we need to unlock the Void Heart and get 2 additional endings. So we're gonna rest here, and then this is pretty much gonna be the end, but I'll show you guys the next time you go to a stag station, he'll tell you he found the stag nest and he'll take you there, and that will be also a shortcut to another area that we haven't explored yet. And there's also a surprise waiting for us at the stag station. So once you get there at the stag nest, head all the way to the right, and we have another vessel fragment. And then that'll be it, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next one.